The bottom path Mermonkey is bonkers. It starts off pretty innocent at Echo Sense Precision, where it simply detects camos and seeks their target with their tridents. But as we go up to Echo Sense Network, Alluring Melody, Symphonic Resonance, and the Final Harmonic, well, prepare to have your mind blown. In fact, prepare to have your mind blown like right about now, because as a quick rundown, it's basically a Balloon Chipper 2.0 starting at the Alluring Melody. When you get this upgrade, it can start stalling cerams like this, looping them around itself while other towers being able to damage it. But that's not the only thing, the stalling capability. It also detonates all damage over time effects. And upon reading this, people have already discovered, well, what would be the best damage over time combo paired with it. And one of those would be a Balloon Solver. Because this thing can do some crazy damage, it just takes a very long time for it to do the full duration. But if you just take a look, for example, say we just send out a single fortified BFB, it'll detonate the remaining damage over time on it, which in that case looked to be about 350. Pretty good, but obviously it can go much further. Like for one, if we just do 502 Strong Glue, this doubles the duration, meaning it should do way more than 300. Yep, 500 right there. And if we now upgrade to the Final Harmonic, it apparently does more instant damage. So from 4.2k, you saw, up to 5.6 for a whopping 1.4 thousand on the ZMG, while the Balloon Topper can still keep up the same DPS because it can just reapply the effect due to its attack speed. You might have also seen this already, but I believe this is certainly a bug. But take a look at the bad damage here. Obviously, it would be broken if the Harmonic could suck in the ZMG or twirl it around. So instead, there's some sort of weird bug right now where you just saw it jumped up 10,000 damage, and just look at there, another 10,000. Why are these towers popping the FBAT so quickly? Well, it's, again, almost certainly due to a bug where, in the fact that because the Harmonic can't pull in the bad, I guess for some reason it keeps trying to pull it in, but it also activates the detonation at the same time. So that's why it's jumping up in bursts, like there. So go wild with the synergy while it's still here. Personally, I'm gonna go mild by completing a Cargo Chimps run. And I say mild because this is only going to affect the final round of the challenge, which I guess is a pretty big deal, because otherwise we'd probably have to spend like so much money on bad defense, probably like 2 first strikes, given that Solver and Harmonic does like 0 mob DPS. But nonetheless, we're gonna do a Sawdust Strut to get us through here, and yes, the Mermonkey is gonna be mostly placed on water there, or land. There's no other way, at least on this map. So now we'll drop a Mermonkey around 11 so that we can help Sada against these yellows here. Thank you very much, Mermonkey. Sada will be pretty decent here, not just for the early game, but also because, in case you forgot, Sada does extra damage to things that have damage over time effects on it, I think starting at level 11. So that'll synergize decently with our damage over time strategy, which is, yeah, given how good Solver looks there, unless I randomly change my mind, that's probably what I'm gonna go for. By the way, in terms of cross-pathing, I think attack speed does, like, affect the amount of balloons you can Harmonic. Just from some very rough sandbox testing, it looked like attack speed didn't affect the rate at which it pulled in. Like, from my initial run with the Mermonkey, you might have noticed that there was a long time after it finished sucking in balloons to sucking in the new batch. But what attack speed does, it doesn't reduce the cooldown between it, rather it just sucks in more in the first batch, if that makes any sense. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I have so much money, and Todd is so good that we will double discount early. And I'll personally just drop an Alchemist here so that we can beat all the LUDs in this round. This now makes our Alluring Melody $300 cheaper. Let's go and get ahead and get it and see if it can, like, help Sada survive these rounds here. Bonus points too, because with the Alchemist, it will detonate its damage over time effect. Not that it does, like, a whole lot, but it is an extra 2 layers damage when it sucks it in. Or if we do Stronger Acid, then it'll be, like, probably 3. It's not too big a deal, though, so I'll just keep it at 1 for now. Also nice, range does reach Sada. However, for these pinks, bruh, are we really not going to Melody those in? Yeah, it's pretty inconsistent when you only have one of them early game, as you can see. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do Outbluff. Although that does land on the Mermonkey first. Crap. That might not be a good idea. Although I guess on the bright side, that does increase the damage of its tridents. It's not completely worthless, but it just isn't great compared to Sada damage. Now, if I do the math right, I could even get Symphonic Resonance by round 40, and I'm hoping that would be enough to beat the mob, but if I lack mob damage, then I don't know. Because all this would do is, of course, stall the mob. It wouldn't help us do 200 damage. We would just have to kind of hope that Sada does enough during that Let me just see also if I can get the Leaping Sword in time for round 40. I used it in the midst of 39. But if we stall this, I think we got it. Yeah, it's up. Now we just have to pop the Moab, so please... Oh, it didn't do it for long enough, did it? Nope. Didn't do enough damage. And Leaping Sword would pop it there. Okay, how about 3-2-0 Alk in this thing? And frick it, Trident Swiftness. Not that it does much. Oh, huh. I think the 3-2-0 might have just given enough, like, attack speed there to suck in the mob a second time. And that was the difference. Alright, that paid off. Oh, and also some bonus notes on this tower. It can de-camo when it sucks in. Although, frankly, given how long the cooldown is, I don't think it's very reliable of a de-camo. Like, if I get a glue gunner, I probably should get camo on it, right? So it works on DTs. Otherwise, it'd be left to the Mermonkeys. Unless I get enough of them, then maybe I can skip the camo. Oh, and of course, one more thing. You can set target of wherever you want the rotating thing. So personally, I think it's a little bit too low. I would rather put it up higher so that, I guess, Soda can reach the balloons. Because I'm pretty sure where it was missing a bit at the bottom. This should be much better, though. And I'll go ahead and get tier 4 out now, so Soda can actually do some solid damage in. Let me see also if I can stretch it across the road. Yes, perfect. We'll do a double discount now. Kind of want to get my solver up and ready. Also, frick it, Leaping Sword. Oh, it's funny too is that you can kind of have it target off track because of where the balloons are. Not that that's a good thing, but that was interesting, I suppose. So I want the solver in a spot where it can still reach the balloons on the top side while hitting the mob class balloons as early as possible. Because the earlier I get it, the earlier I can suck them in and target this more up front. I think P training is good enough. Yeah, it hits up there. I like that. So again, it's gotta be bottom path if you want to double the damage over time. We'll start with the 3-0-2. It's gonna be the worst cross path starting off, but it'll get better soon. Also, should I buy Liquefier now? I want to see it. One shot the mob here, come on. Suck it in. Right, that's what I'm talking about with the crap. Like the cooldown. What if I retry last round? I'm kind of curious. Does it do it instantly? I bet it does. It does. So I have a feeling this thing works better with, like, non-black border strategies because you can manipulate the cooldown. If you end the round using this thing, then it's so much worse. I should have bought Liquefier earlier. And there we go. You saw. Liquefier damage over time, over 24 seconds, is enough to break down the entire mob class layer. Yeah, I'm already loving this energy, and we're not even at the tier 5 yet. Fun stuff. Did you also know that if you alk buff the solver or any glue, the damage over time also gets affected by it? So we'll do a tier 3 right now. You, of course, won't notice a difference because it'll already one-shot the mob coming in. And also, again, the attack speed, or the cooldown is too long that it can't really get space modes very well. I might need 2 of them saving it for Harmonic, but ideally, I'd like to just save for it straight up. And also, at this point, I should change the targeting, like, so that it affects Moabs, or it's in the mob lane more. That way, there's more time for this thing to catch Moabs. I don't really care about the it not being around Sada, because if it's around, like, the 402 glue, then that's also pretty good. And once again, I retried last round, and things are much better, because we can actually one-shot the mobs instantly. This is a fun-ass tower, what can I say? Like, even if it was underpowered, it's just fun to have, like, a completely new mechanic in the game that you gotta play around. In terms of other things that work well, aside from Solver, I've heard people try Glaive Lord, because Glaive Lord has a shred damage over time that lasts, like, 15 seconds. And it does more damage, like 1500, but it's way more unreliable, and not as good for group damage. That's why everyone's looking at Solver. So let's take a look. 402, how much damage can it suck? Ooh, 400. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, so what happened to the Moabs? Is it just me, or did I only see one underneath there? But I think it was just 4, like, really clumped together. That's all. I don't know if we're good against 63, though, with the lack of Pierce on the 402. We're gonna miss a lot of Cerams, right? Yeah, I'm also so close to Solver, but I don't want to get it. I want to get Harmonic first, because it's so much more fun. What if I did the following? Actually, wave 1, I should use Leaping Sword, and then it deletes enough Cerams that this can clean up, and then we'll use level 10 ability for wave 2, unless we get incredibly lucky, but that's not gonna happen, so this. And then the Leaping Sword should be up again, right? Come on. There we go. Please clean up. Nice. That trident came in clutch. Give me the Harmonic. In case you didn't know also, there's some extra buffs that the Harmonic gives nearby heroes, getting improved range and cooldowns, and extra pierce on magic monkeys. I'll just tell you right now, the extra pierce is +3 on all magic towers, and the cooldown reduction isn't really a whole lot. How about for the range? We'll go ahead and buy it now. And it actually does look like a sizable range increase from Sada there. So yay, what'd it do now? Can it one-shot BFBs? Looking at it, nope. Not yet. But we're getting mighty close to there. I know winning the game-wise, this is probably a bad idea to go for first, because we still don't have very reliable DPS, because this is not good at group stuff just yet. But boy, is it ever fun. And if you didn't know, this is already, guys, I guess, hinted in the description. The Elder can echo its irresistible tune anywhere, meaning, yes, you can put it over here if you wanted it. Not that you'd want that, but you can. I see some red in places, but wow, you can put it on this removable truck as well. That's cool. Yeah, see, this is interesting. I can put it on the truck here. Also, am I gonna die here? I bet I am. Sada Sword Charge. Save me. Ooh, Sword Charge is nice on this map. Because one, we get 2 Sadas. And 2, when it goes through the horizontal lane, it kind of swipes the mobs there too. So big yay. I think, because we're strongly so much and it's only the early 70s, I want to try to get a magic tower to synergize with the Mermonkey here. Now, unfortunately, can I place this? Oh, I can. Nice. It is in range to receive the Pierce buff. So I'd say Super is an insane synergy with Mermonkey. At least bottom path, because this quadruples its DPS when you have 1 Pierce on it. 1 to 4. So if I get a knockback, that's all I need right now. Slow down the BFBs, and I guess do a little bit of cleanup. It should be enough ideally. Come on, Sada. Do some more damage here, will ya? I gotta use Leaping Sword here. Or did I? Because it looked like there was a chance I might not have needed it. But okay, back to the entrance you go. Nice. By my calculations, it's probably best to just use Leaping Sword. Why did it land over in the backside? Aren't the Bloons at first, like, around the ring? Weird, but I should try to land that Leaping Sword right in the circle so we get the maximum DPS. Go ahead and clean this up. We can afford this at the end of this round if all things hold. All things please hold. Another Sword Charge. And just beat a couple rainbows in 79 here. How hard is that? Got it. And now, watch as we one-shot BFBs right from the get-go. It's so good. Let's do a tier 4 Alk too, so we land on it more often. And I'm pretty sure you can also stack the damage with time effects, so if we do go for like an additional Glaive Lord, we could detonate 2,000 damage at once, but I think I'll just keep it at Silver. And you see another 1 point something K damage in there, and another detonation. And now we suddenly have the ZMG damage from these towers. That's the fun of the Mermonkey, y'all. I wonder how much more I gotta spend to beat the rest of this. I feel like DTs are the only issue, especially since I don't have D-Camo, so to help that, for one, let's do another Mermonkey. Let's do 104 here. And you know what? I'll set this one in strong so that we get the ZMG damage quickly. And then I'll set this one a bit behind. And a first to clean up the mobs and BFBs. How's that sound? And if I recall, this thing does suck in DTs too, so maybe I should just get that if a bunch of DTs are the issue. Let's hold our cash though, and just watch as this combo shreds. BFBs, instantly, one shot. Actually, that one didn't get one shot, but close enough. 3 DTs should be handled easily unless the cooldown's off and it misses them, but nope, works fine there. Although, ooh, yeah, without camo, we don't get the damage return instantly on the solver, so maybe I should, yeah, I'm just gonna go for this. And that way you can pretty much insta-kill DTs the moment they get sucked in. And that might reduce a little bit of density. It's funny seeing the puddles too land off the track. Something just seems wrong about that. Like, does it? And how about for 93 here? Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's using some of the Pierce on BFBs first. But that's no problem. So far, so good. Our only stall really being the Harmonics and the Super Monkey knockback. Now, this is, for like $30,000, it's not really an amazing stall. As in, obviously, stuff that's pure support, like the Maul Press or Relentless Glue, do a much better job. But of course, that's to be expected when this thing does 5 other things. I feel like every Mermonkey path does so much. You can tell it's a new tower just based on the mechanics of it. That's all I can really say. And now, as for 95, you see, the cooldown. It's not coming back up. I gotta use this. And still leaked. Alright, I can fit another Mermonkey right here, so how about one more 104? And this one will also be unstrung to catch DTs. How we do it now? Please hold. I guess a lot of Pierce are being eaten up by Moabs. Not much I can do about that this round. Other than, again, drop an extra Mermonkey, and that does it. I think that's the key. You saw it with just one Harmonic, it's too unreliable, but when you get 3 of them, 2 of them being lower tiers, it just carries so hard because it can do everything but stall the ZMGs. But if we just set this in strong, then that's an easy solution. 96. Uh-oh. Are we getting Pierce capped? Close. That was almost certainly gonna leak if we didn't have, like, if we had, like, 1 less Pierce on the solver. I might have to blow 1 or 2 sword abilities this round. Hopefully just the Leaping Sword. Because if I use it at the start of the round, I don't need cleanup. Yeah, okay, there we go. And now for the fun round. How many damage ticks can this do? If we're talking about cost-efficient stuff to add this defense also, I bet a Concoction would do really well. Because we're one-shotting it, we get the damage off instantly. But let's not get too carried away, because I want to see if this can defend 98. I think we're getting awfully close to the exit, but solver attacks be going hard. Oh, this should be back on first. Just to catch the Rams. I can't see anything right now. Finger ready? Nope. Leaking way too much. So, yep, it's time. Just a simple little unstable guy. That's all for now. And then I'll add a 4th Mermonkey if I need more stalling potential. Which at this point seems like I do. But take a look at the damage. 29,000 already. And there should be even more when these pop. Yep, 47. There's no way this is, like, still not enough to work. Oh my god, is this a difference maker? For only 5,000. I am loving the unstable cock. That's right, unstable cock. 99, please. Get all 9 FTDTs. Thank you very much. So let's see. Yep, it's going up, and it's going up fast. Like 20,000 right there, and there it is. Cargo chimps with 60,000 plus leftover, although probably closer to like 40,000 if, you know, the bug wasn't in the game. Now that was epic. Before we end off, let's just add 1 more Mermonkey to see how long this D can last. Probably last as long as we can suck in DDTs, constant DDTs. Oh, and also, how about this? Dark Knight, because this can now damage DDTs and has more Pierce, so that ought to do the job. There we go. Hold up, we're dying. Okay, we're not, but I think we're dead to these here. That was much quicker than I expected, but I guess the free play rounds are brutal. You get the point, though. Fun tower, even more fun when you consider the bad bug. So once again, have fun playing around with it. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, but the cooldown reduction for heroes is like 10%. Oh yeah, make sure to check out these tower bundles in the shop if you want tier 5s to Dartlings, Beasts, or Mermonkeys. Use creator code ISAB in the shop too if you want to support me and what I do here. Thanks for watching, and click here if you want to see an in-depth showcase of the top and middle path. Otherwise, subscribe for more.